Yo guys, Theo of the Solar Knights, Uncommon Sense, at your service here. I've just been out slinging my sword in the sun, as Solar Knights do. It's been my new morning routine now since the Solar Knighthood has been established. I always go out in the sun, just feel the grass with my feet. Can you see them? Yeah, that's my feet. And do some movement in the sun to get going. But now, when the Solar Knighthood is risen, well, it just makes sense to have a sword. I'm actually most likely going to buy a sword at some point, but I've ordered one of those club bells, you know, that kind of looks like a barbell to swing around here. And for now, I have a little bar. That's my sword. So in this video, I thought I'd just take the chance to rant and tell you I have no plan. I wrote a post that I shared with you about the Solar Knights because it's a lifestyle. It's what I want to teach on this channel. I want to take you to the journey, and you're now Solar Knight apprentices, and I want to take you on the journey to become full-blown Solar Knights. So, what is the Solar Knight? Well, by the way, this goes for the Solar Maidens too. It's just that there aren't as many females that do this, but the Solar Maidens are of course welcome in the order as well. So the Solar Knight, well, obviously he gets his energy from the sun, so he maximizes just sucking in as much energy from it as possible. But when the sun goes down, so does he, because you cannot fight when you're weary. You need a rest. You need a rest to recover. The Solar Knight, he knows that life is difficult. There are two difficulties you can choose, really. You can do the easy thing right now. That in my case would be just laying around, you know, on the sofa and scrolling on the phone, basically. And then I'll feel like shit afterwards because I don't exercise and I get stiff and I atrophy, etc. So I can either do that or I can do the difficult thing. Go out in the morning and fucking move and sling my sword so I get a sweat on and then I feel great otherwise. That's what the Solar Knight does. And the reason the Solar Knight puts so much effort into working on himself to becoming the best that he can be, it's okay for Solar Knights to have a self-interest, you know, and like to see themselves grow and enjoy gaining more experience and becoming better and better. But it is in the end because he knows that it's by him becoming the best that he can be, that he can be the best that he can be for others in his life. Actually, often, many times, the way to rise others up, it is to raise ourselves up first. We become more capable. If not only the skills that we learn through the journey that will actually directly aid people like that, the inspiration that people get from seeing you evolve into a full-blown fucking knight of the sun. It's inspiring, guys. It will make them want to go the same route. And this is something I notice in my life all the time, right? When you are the Solar Knight, especially in his highest state, when he's just beaming with light, like people almost get blinded. People get blinded, and that's why some people will get angry at the Solar Knight because, you know, it's just too much for them. It hurts their eyes to see because it reminds them, of course, what they could be and what they are not. But those who are strong enough to see the light still, they are welcome to join him on his journey. And a lot of people just do when the Solar Knight is beaming with all that energy. It's magnetic. Everyone wants to be in the sun. And so the Solar Knight too, he of course wants, if we're getting more into the specifics, he works on his body. He enjoys the aesthetics of his armor, but that's not the only point though. He knows that just the shiny looking armor, it's useless if it's all rusty and weak and will just break in battle. So he makes sure, while enjoying the aesthetics and using that as a motivation to keep working on his muscular armor, he knows that it's very important that it's strong and well-oiled too, functional, not just a pretty dress. And yeah, the Solar Knight, he always tries to uplift others. He of course knows that some people, they just can't. He will always reach out his hand, and the other person has to grab it though. The Solar Knight's hand is always there, but he knows it's always other people that when helping others, they always have to go first. It's like with having a trainer and a coach, and that trainer and coach can support you a lot and give you the advice and the reminders and pointers, but you have to do it on your own in the end. And that's the thing with the Solar Knight. He doesn't want to be above people. He just knows that he is in a lot of aspects. And it's not from an arrogant point of view. He is grateful that God chose him as one of his solar soldiers. And he doesn't want to be above others. He wants to pull others up to his level and even beyond, if possible. That's what I want to do with my children, by the way. When I finally become a dad, not just figuratively, because I am kind of a dad to a lot of people in my life, but an actual dad with kids. That's exactly what I hope to do, to raise them up, give them the opportunities that I was never given, so that they can soar even closer to the sky than I have done. And then I will consider my main mission on this earth complete. And I can put my sword on I don't know, I can just put it away and chill for a bit. Yeah, that's the thing with the solar knight. He knows that life is what he makes of it. It's his responsibility. His life, everything in his life is his responsibility. Again, he has met some evil enemies on the way that maybe did things that he didn't deserve, but he knew then that no one's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. And he loves that opportunity. He doesn't whine about that. Oh, life is unfair. If only I didn't do this. If only this didn't happen to me. La-di-da-di-da. No, he knows that's the fact, and he's grateful that he himself and no one else has full responsibility and capability, the option to create the life that they want. And so now I guess I've just made a message clear. It's about becoming the best you that you can be, but not for selfish reasons. That's a beautiful thing, being selfish. Putting yourself first like that, it's in the end the least selfish thing you could do. Because if you just, you're just a little weakling, just a little beer-bellied, soy-boyed, pussy addict, porn addict man, what the fuck, what do you do for other people? What can you do for other people then? I can fuck you if you're a girl. I can drink beer with you if you're a guy. I can play video games with you. What the fuck do you really do for people? Nothing. And this is what I want to join you to join me in, even directly. You who think you'd benefit from actually working with me together, like immediately in the Solar Knight Academy, the coaching, but also you who just want to be part of the journey, who get the message, who don't really need any personalized guidance like that. I still want you to come along on this journey, and I want to. Of course, this is what the Solar Knight does. I said that I don't want to be above anyone. It's not my want, but I try to get better all the time to be a beacon of light. I can't inspire people if I'm worse than them, right? I want to. Well, my point is that I understand if in certain aspects of the way I practice my knighthood, if you're not quite as ambitious, if you don't need just as much muscle mass, or you don't have to be quite as lean, or whatever it is, that's fine. But I would like you, though, to realize that this is all possible. Everything I do on this channel is possible for you too. And, not literally, you can't get my literal body an exact replica, but you can reach the same level. And as a person too, that's the most difficult part to kind of get across through the camera. But the way I've changed as a human being, everyone can do that. I used to live a life of fear, I was worried about are these people going to think of me, la la la. I was afraid of expressing myself authentically because I was afraid that something was fundamentally wrong with me, and if I do, people will leave me. But then, when Satan pulled his biggest coup on me, also God revealed himself to me and said, look, my son, if you go on this journey, I will give you everything that you could ever dream of. And the thing was, the only reason I got that was because I accepted not getting it. I accepted that my fate might be to die now, that my life is over, but I'm gonna do the right thing, the last thing I do. And in my case, the right thing, when you're struggling like that, the right thing is definitely to fight it, try to overcome it. Fight it it's maybe not the best word, but deal with it. Take the challenge, overcome it, and that's what I did. And now, it's not just a physical transformation, you guys. It's inside me too. I have that light within me, and I'm so grateful. And I never thought my life could be like this. There's come, even since my life changed through that challenge I was presented with, the panic attacks, my life has changed drastically since then. And yeah, I've still had a few quite challenging times when I've been struggling, and when the light, I can't see it, but I've known that it's there. And it's these times, even if they've been incredibly dark sometimes, I've just reached that new level. I know that I'm a soldier of God, a solar knight, and that the light still shines. But that's the thing with a solar knight too. His ego, he doesn't let his ego get in the way then. I mean, even the solar knight will have an ego and have fights, battles like that he has to overcome. But the solar knight will understand that being the best that you can be means the best that you can be. And in the lower state, when the solar knight has struggles of his own, tending to them and overcoming them, if that takes a lot of energy, that's okay. It's the right thing to do, and it's what will makes him enable him to rise to new heights and shine again, stronger than ever, and attract even more people than ever into the light. So I guess that's my little story about the solar knighthood. Please, guys, let me know what you think. Are you a solar knight? Or aspiring to be? We don't have to say right now if you qualify, if you're good enough to be the solar knight, but does it speak to you, this idea of solar knighthood or being the solar maiden? Please let me know in the comments, and please like. All comments and likes help support the channel, so it's very much appreciated. Please subscribe for more content about fitness, fasting, losing weight, building muscle, self-improvement, stoicism, philosophy, uncommon sense takes on life, and solar knighthood. Okay, guys, I will see you later. Peace.